All right. Hey, everybody. I am Meghan Cadigan. I'm the Director of Product for OK Capsule. I've been with the company for about 6 going on 7 years now. And with me today, I have Evan Brandeis, our production manager. He has also been with the company for about 6 years going on 7. We're going to interview him today about the entire production process and what things look like today versus how they might have changed. Great. So, Evan, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate your time. What we really want to get to today is we're talking about our MCP, right? We've launched that just very recently within the company. And I want to know, once an LLM or a large language model recommendation is sent to OK Capsule via our MCP, how do we deliver it to the end consumer's doorstep? And what has changed in the process using the MCP versus what things were like before? Yeah, please take it away.
Well, thank you, Meghan, and hello, everyone. I'm really excited to answer this question. I will start by saying what's particularly cool about all this is how nothing has changed on the operation side of things when we introduced the MCP. From my point of view, it's business as usual, but we have these wonderful new tools that enable our clients and the end consumers to make their experience more seamless. You touched on it a little bit already. Orders are received through the MCP to our platform. These orders are queued up, and at some point at a cutoff time every night, these orders are then grouped together by the client that they are for. Then our automagical system runs a lot of automation, nightly jobs, nightly processes, as we like to call them, creating a tremendous amount of data and packaging it into very convenient machine files that my team and I receive every morning. Once we do our morning line clearance and get the room ready for production, we then download and transfer these files to our packaging machines. Part of that download and transfer includes a processing where the unique label design that each client wants for their end consumer's product is applied. Once that processing is complete, we start packaging that order. The machine will package each of the unique pouches based on the comprehensive data that's been supplied by that nightly process. When that order finishes packaging, we move it to an inspection queue. It's going to be run through another machine that takes a multi-spectral photograph of every one of these supplement-containing pouches. It then compares what it sees in that photo against a database and confirms the accuracy of each of the pouches that it made. There is a human involved in this process also. Any bags that are suspicious to the machine that it thinks may have something wrong with it are presented to an operator, and an operator can then review it and confirm if the pouch is accurate or not. If there are any pouches that do in fact require repair, those will be moved to a repair queue where another human will be involved in fixing that pouch. Ultimately, all the orders then move to our shipping department. From there, we will print a regulatory pamphlet that includes all of the FDA required supplement fact panels, as well as any content that the client wants to provide. And that could include branding, marketing, messaging, anything that they are interested in providing around those required supplement fact panels. It's at this point then that the pamphlet and the sales order move to our shipping platform, where they're scanned for a shipping label and fulfilled according to the unique label designs that are provided by our client. And that's pretty much the entire process.
I have a few questions.
Oh, I'm sure.
That was very detailed and comprehensive, and I appreciate like learning a little bit more here from you. But we sell personalized supplements, supplement rolls. What are the like different points at which our clients can personalize the orders that they send to the end consumer?
Great question. There's a few different places where they can personalize their order and a few different ways that they can personalize it. The first is the pouch design itself, like what the actual supplement roll is going to look like. Our clients have the opportunity to provide any number of assets to us that they want applied to the different kinds of pouches that there are. I don't want to get too technical here, but effectively, there is an opportunity for them to put their logo, messaging, branding on any number of the different pouches, not only the pouches that contain the supplements, but also additional pouches that are included in the order that are available to the client as an opportunity for those assets to be used. They could even make very specific decisions, like they want the end consumer's first name to appear on every med pouch and the very front pouch. We call it the header pouch. Or they could decide.
Oh, I'm sorry. But when you say med pouch, do you mean the supplement pouches?
Yes, I do mean the supplement pouches. The language of our machines is a little pharmaceutical, so sometimes I slip seamlessly between the two.
Thank you for confirming that. Okay, so you can customize down to the pouch level, and then once these or the pamphlets that we put in with the product as well, those are personalized.
That's another opportunity for that. Yeah, exactly. Just like they could choose to put the end consumer's first name on some of the supplement pouches, or maybe on the header, or on a reminder pouch that tells them they should be reordering at a certain cadence. They could do the same thing at the pamphlet level as well. They could choose to have end consumer name or address. I mean, they can pick whatever field they want to be variable and on that front page, inside front cover. There's a lot of options available to them.
What about the name of the supplement? Like, what if I want to call vitamin C something like super duper vitamin C? Can I do that?
Yep. There is also an opportunity to customize the formulary and call the pills something different than the default option. There are, of course, restrictions like character length and things to consider, but that is another level of specificity that the client can choose.
And then, I know you have a team of people putting these products together, and I know that we service a lot of different brands, and each brand has its own unique packaging. How do you keep everything straight? How does your team keep the all of the design straight and make sure that the order is fulfilled correctly for the end consumer and for our clients?
Of course. Yeah, you're correct that is another level of unique personalization and customization that is offered, where each of the clients can pick designs for their different brands, which ultimately looks like different labels applied to their final product. Each time that happens, it creates a new record in our system that we call a packaging asset group, or PAG for short. And each of these are unique identifiers that travel with that group of orders through the entire process, from production to the final shipping. And it's that unique identifier that is used by the team, along with scan events to confirm accuracy, to make sure that the right labeling and branding is applied to the right order.
So when you say scan events, like if I scan, Evan's order and Meghan's order together, that would somehow trigger the system to know, like, oh, you got something wrong. Like, we don't want to ship this.
Yeah, each of the barcodes is a unique that is tied to one person's specific order. So if there's a mismatch, the system flags it and does not produce either the shipping label or the pamphlet or whatever the step is in the process.
Cool. And I mean, that makes me think about, like, going back to the beginning of the process, how do you even know which supplements to fill? Like, what is the trigger for, like, all of that to happen correctly?
Yeah, all that information comes from those nightly processes, those overnight jobs, which create the data for each individual pouch. That is transferred to the machine. The machine then understands which pills it's supposed to be dispensing. The only opportunity where a human is involved there is if that particular supplement runs out in the machine. There'll be an alarm where an operator will refill that particular canister, again, using scan events to confirm accuracy.
You have a lot of scan events.
We do. It's one of the more reliable ways to avoid making a human mistake.
And a lot of unique identifiers. That's cool. How do those get produced? Do you come up with those identifiers yourself, or?
It's the way our system was built. That was a safeguard that was built in from the very beginning. So every time a new product record is generated or a new packaging asset group, it just goes to the next unique number in the sequence they can never repeat.
Okay. Well, that seems like a really foolproof way to handle things.
It's been 100% reliable to date.
That's great. Wow, that's a number. Great. I mean, the whole process seems really cool. It sounds like you know it extremely well and like just love your job. What's your most favorite thing about working in production?
I do love my job, thank you. And my favorite thing is the logistical puzzles to solve. Trying to maximize the efficiency while maintaining quality has been a really fun thing for me to learn, and it gets to use my puzzle-loving background to do so.
What have you improved this year, like from a product perspective, from an efficiency perspective? Because I know you've done a lot within the company.
One of the big improvements that we did early in 2026 was a complete remapping of our machines, which involves recreating all of the canisters that are assigned to the different supplements in there based on how frequently we use a particular supplement, or in which machine we use it, or for which client we use it for. A remapping of the machine is a big undertaking and takes a lot of hours, but produces a lot of efficiency. We gain back that time and more because our machines are down less frequently and alarm for refills less often.
That sounds really valuable. It sounds like you can produce an order more quickly based on that remap that you did.
Exactly. And we try to do one once a year at least, as trends change. There might be a supplement that's very popular right now, so we've maximized the amount of space that we can put it in the machine. And then maybe in 6 months or 12 months, the trend has changed to something else. So we want to reduce the number of canisters for that particular supplement and increase the number of the next hot item.
And what is the most popular supplement right now?
Ooh.
If you had to pick one.
Omega-3 fish oil is up there with methylated B complex. Those are probably the top two most commonly called for supplement.
I have the omega-3 in my pack as well.
Yeah, they check so many boxes that they're in pretty much every order.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Gosh, you said something else. So you updated the machines, you remapped them, you gained efficiencies in the order processing, or really order packaging part of the process. And downstream, what does that do? Like, what have our clients maybe seen improvements in based on those changes that you made?
Yep. So being able to produce the orders more quickly has meant that we're shipping our orders a lot faster. Generally, I would say 80 to 90% of orders are leaving the building the same day that we receive them.
Wow. That's really impressive. Especially like everything's custom. Everything is completely unique. You're not producing anything ahead of time, right? Everything's on demand.
All on demand. The day that we receive that unique order, it is made, inspected, validated, and then shipped.
Yeah. Sounds like we're lucky to have you in our production team. Great. So it sounds like, going back to just like the beginning of our conversation, the MCP has not really changed much for you in terms of how you receive an order. Like, if you had to pick it out of a pile of orders, would you be able to pick that order out?
No. I have, yeah, I have no knowledge of what orders were received to us through the MCP or through the other channels.
That's really cool. Well, I don't have any other questions. That really answers exactly what I wanted to know. And I feel like that was a fun exercise and just learning a bit more about how the OK Capsule orders, or I'm sorry, how our orders travel through the OK Capsule system.
Yeah, it's always fun to talk about our unique process and how we manufacture these on-demand, custom personalized orders on a daily basis and confirm that they're accurate before we send them out to the end consumer.
Yeah, they really are truly personalized. I don't think it gets much more custom than that. So
I couldn't think of another way to personalized.
okay. Well, Evan, thank you so much for your time today. And hopefully we'll have an opportunity to do this again soon. I think it's a really great way to show our clients what we do. And yeah, talk
Thanks,
to you
Lindsay.
soon. Thank
Cheers.
you. Bye.